Hey, stock fanatics! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got to talk about Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD, because their latest earnings report just dropped and it sent a shockwave through the market. Their stock actually tumbled quite a bit, losing about 5 to 7% right after reporting. Now, you might be scratching your head thinking, wait, didn't they have some good news? And you'd be right. They actually posted record revenue. But investors still hit the sell button. So, what exactly is going on, and could this dip actually be your chance to buy in? Stick around because we're breaking it all down right now. Okay, let's dive into the numbers for the last quarter. AMD announced revenue of almost $7.7 billion. And get this, that's a massive 32% jump compared to last year. It even beat what the experts on Wall Street were expecting. That's a huge win on the sales front. But here's the catch. While their sales soared, their earnings per share came in at 48 cents, which was just shy of some expectations. So why the stock slide? Well, a big reason is that their profit margins took a hit. They reported a margin of about 43%, but AMD said it would have been much higher, closer to 54%, if not for something called export restrictions. See, the US government put limits on selling certain powerful AI chips, specifically their MI308 model, to China. This ban alone cost AMD a staggering $800 million in charges this past quarter. That's a huge chunk of change. Now, let's talk about the AI hype, because AMD has been a massive part of that story this year. Their data center business, which includes those crucial AI chips, saw its revenue go up by 14% to $3.2 billion. That's good, but it was a bit less than what analysts had predicted. For some investors, this growth wasn't quite as explosive as what their big rival NVIDIA is seeing. But here's where it gets interesting. AMD's CEO, Lisa Su, is super optimistic. She said the company is on a clear path to scaling its AI business to tens of billions of dollars in annual revenue. And here's why. They're ramping up production of their new MI350 chips, which are designed to compete head-on with NVIDIA's top offerings. Plus, they're already working on the next-gen MI400 series, which they claim will be incredibly powerful. Many big AI companies, actually 7 out of the top 10, are already using AMD's Instinct processors. And remember that China ban? Well, the Trump administration has signaled they might ease up on those restrictions, and AMD is waiting for licenses. If they get the green light, that could mean hundreds of millions of dollars in additional revenue in the coming quarters, which AMD didn't even include in its next quarter's forecast. So, what does Wall Street think about all this mixed news? Despite the stock dipping, most analysts are still pretty bullish. The overall consensus rating for AMD stock is a moderate buy. Many believe this recent sell-off is just traders taking profits after the stock had already surged over 40% this year alone, outperforming giants like NVIDIA and the broader market. Some top analysts are even raising their price targets for AMD, with some seeing the stock potentially climbing to over $200 a share, which would be a new all-time high. They're betting on the ramp-up of those new AI chips, continued gains in their traditional computer and gaming chip markets, and the potential re-entry into the China market. Currently, if you look at how much the stock is valued compared to its earnings, it's trading at about 45 times its current year's earnings. That's higher than the average, but some analysts believe that when you look further out, like to 2030, the stock could appear to be a serious bargain, potentially doubling or even tripling in value over the next 5 years. So, is now the time to jump in? While the immediate reaction saw a stock slide, the underlying business is strong, especially in its traditional chip markets for PCs and gaming, which saw revenue soar by 69%. The AI story, despite the current hiccups from export bans, still looks incredibly promising for AMD. Ultimately, it comes down to balancing the immediate challenges with the significant long-term growth opportunities. For those with a higher tolerance for risk, this dip might look like a great entry point into a company poised to make a bigger splash in the AI world. What do you think? Are you buying, holding, or selling AMD? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more market updates, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. See you next time.